Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be discussing Theta token and giving my market outlook on this. Generally, where do I think it's headed over the next few weeks and months? So if you're new to the channel, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to show some support. And let's dive in. So I'm on the daily chart right now, and I kind of just want to show you this general trend I've noticed over the past several months. So in general, we have this kind of declining structure where each of the highs are getting lower, right? It's not an exact trend line, it doesn't fit perfectly, but you can see how each high is lower than the previous high. So this high is lower than this high is lower than this high, and it just keeps kind of coming down with these higher or lower highs. And that's true for the lows as well, right? We have this low set at $3.70. This one was slightly lower, this one lower, and then this one ultimately even lower. So it's a pretty consistent downtrend. It's shown to be very dominant, and Theta token has not had the best past few months. As you can see, it is down 83% over the past year. So definitely a risky asset and a big drop. But if you just scroll out and look at how far it's come, it hasn't even given back like the majority of the gains it's made, right? You can see how it was just at 0.039 and it peaked all the way at $15. So it's still up substantially from this general March bottom that most of the crypto market saw. And kind of one of the things I've been noticing is how we have these general support and resistance levels that are failing to hold, right? You can see how this level provided resistance in February, and then when we broke above it, it was off to the races, right? To new all-time highs. It was a parabolic mania run. And then when we came back down, this was ultimately where we bounced. And we bounced significantly off this level, right? We bounced about 184% just over 17 days. And then you can see we came back down to this level and bounced off it again, and then we came back down and we were holding it for a few months here. So if we kind of just ignore this price action, you can see how it was holding, right? It was a solid support level, and it looked like it was holding, but then ultimately it broke below it, and it came back down to a new level. So if we're going to outline this and we go back to January of 2021, we can see how this was a resistance area in January 2021, and now it's the support area. So if you can see how this general zone is similar to this one, right? Where we come down and we test it a few times, we bounce a little bit, but we're still not really having some follow through. So it's a pretty dominant downtrend, and if you see us lose this $2.40 mark, then you could consider that the general trend is going to carry this down further. And one of the possible sort of zones we could look out for is this major resistance that was kind of shown in October 2020, and that's all the way down at 76 cents. So it is substantially lower, but I think this is going to be kind of the scenario where Bitcoin doesn't hold 30,000, right? If Bitcoin doesn't hold 30,000 and it goes down to the 20s, then I think ultimately Theta would head down to this level. But there's obviously a high chance that Bitcoin does not lose the $30,000 region, and this is kind of bottoming out, right? You could see a scenario where we have this double bottom, right? Maybe not a double bottom. It's sort of like a bottoming pattern where we keep coming down to this level, and it shows support, and we bounce back out, right? Where this would kind of be like a very large macro scale fake out, and then we come back, we hold this level of support, and we take out these highs, and we kind of end the downtrend. So that is another scenario to watch out for. That would be in the event that Bitcoin's able to hold $40,000, and it's not going to be a very bearish market for over the next few months. But I think in general with Theta, as long as you have some sort of longer term outlook, then I think you're going to be better off, right? So if you have a outlook that's about a week, then it's anyone's guess, right? You could see this level hold as support, and we could bounce off it, and it could be a nice short-term ROI, or you could see us completely lose this level, and obviously that would not be a good ROI. So if you're trying to determine if you should buy or not, given the short-term implications, I think that you should accumulate at support regions, and this is a major support region, right? If you have a longer-term outlook, then obviously this is going to be a substantially great level to accumulate, considering it is down quite significantly, around 85%. So it is a good region to accumulate because it's had strong support in the past and it was historically a resistance level, but also because, you know, it's a very long downtrend where we could be seeing a potential bottom. If you see price kind of consolidate here, hold this level, come back out of it and reverse, take out these highs, then it would be very strong evidence to believe that we have ended this downtrend. And, you know, from further from there, if we continue, we take out these highs at, you know, say $1 or $6, and then ultimately at $8.50, you know, that would kind of cement the fact that we're no longer in a downtrend. So just to show you, kind of give you an idea of what that would look like, is taking out those highs and sort of printing these higher lows, right, where we see a rising structure taking out these previous highs. And you could see how long term that would cement the end of the downtrend. It would be this macro uptrend with a counter downtrend, so the counter move, and then a continuation. And ultimately that continuation would lead us to some sort of pattern like this, maybe not this quickly, but over the long haul. If this were to provide a major bottom pattern, which it very well could, guys, then over the long haul, I think it is going to continue this macro uptrend, right? This macro uptrend is the dominant trend, and this is sort of just a counter trend. Just kind of illustrate that further, some sort of move like this, the ebb and flow of it, right? So we have this major uptrend, a pullback, and then continuation. So you can see how that's similar right here. You know, we have this major uptrend, and then the smaller term downtrend, and then the continuation. So that's generally what I'm looking at for this token. I don't think it loses a support level, especially considering the fact that I don't think Bitcoin's going to lose $30,000. And I think that over the long haul, this is a good region to accumulate, especially if you're bullish on the project and the team. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and as always, I will see you in the next one.